Hello, everybody. It's Erin Reed from Remakes, and today we're going to show you a couple of different ways to make your own dry erase board, and specifically for the school, because I have who's with me today?
Brandon.
Brandon's with me today, my son. And during his virtual school, one of his teachers has asked for them to use a dry erase board, and I picked this up at Walgreens. But what's your complaint about this little guy?
This is too small.
It's too small. So the amount of space that he can write things on when they're doing, and you use this mostly for math.
Yeah, sometimes ELA, sometimes science, but mostly math.
So you're doing problems on here.
Yeah.
And right now you're doing like big numbers subtracted or adding big numbers. Dividing, and it's just too small.
Yeah.
And your standard size dry erase marker is a little bit too big for it to fit nicely and still see the numbers without looking messy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna show you guys two ways to DIY your own dry erase board. So the first way, so Brandon, what did you make here?
So I made a piece of paper with my name on it, but instead of the O, it's a star.
So this is where the kids can have a lot of fun. You can get into like a Word document or Google Docs or something, and they can put their name on here and they can have fun. They can add some stuff. So you just kind of give them the top banner to write and do what they want to. And then I printed this on a 100-pound cardstock. So it's not just a flimsy piece of paper. It's a little bit thicker. And then what we have right here is this is a double-sided laminate. Ta-da! So this is a double-sided laminate. It's a cold laminate machine, which means the kids can also make it themselves. So, and we're going to talk about how this is going to work. We're going to pop this guy in here. And are you ready, Brandon? Get this out of the way. All right, I'm just going to hold the machine while you, and it's just rolling. Roll. Here, I'll hold down here. Go. So there's different cartridges. This is called the Creative Station. This is the larger one, which means you can fit an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper in here. And it's a double side laminate. So roll it all the way until you can see the end. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right. Now, do you see this little dial here?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Where'd it go? Oh.
Right here.
Where'd it go? Oh, it didn't come down. I messed up. Oh, it should be down. For some reason, it's not. So we'll just use our scissors this time. There's a blade there, honey. I think when I lifted it up, I knocked it out of place. Normally, there's a blade right there, but I think I shifted it. So you can lift up. There it is. It just got caught. And then when I lift down, and then now the blade's in place. So normally, it just got caught when I lifted up the lid. You can cut, and it would cut on its own. So you don't need the scissors. All right, so I'm going to move this guy out of the way.
And now we cut.
You could leave it like this, but it's kind of big and flimsy. So what would you do instead?
Cut them.
Cut them.
Cut the edges out.
All right, now let's say you want to do a different version of a dry erase. And for those that may or may not know, I used to be a school teacher. I used to teach high school science, biology specifically, but I did chemistry and physics as well. And we did a lot of dry erase stuff in the class where I would have them write something and hold it up, and I would spot check, or we'd play games, do all kinds of things. And I did not have this machine to do this. So all I did is I truly took page protectors. So this is a page protector, and this one obviously says Office Depot. And I would go in and I would place, and again, I would use a little bit of a heavier cardstock. And this is one also where you could still do the decor piece. So we could still print out where it says Brandon or anything. And to prevent this from getting a little bit messy, you would just come in, and I'm just going to pick a decorative washi tape. And you're going to seal the top. Now, if you don't have washi tape, you could just use regular Scotch tape. So this is what I would call a little bit more of a permanent situation. It's not going to get as mucky and dirty, and you can always remake it if you want to. I can't find the end of my washi tape. I swear, it's like missing the end. Can you find it? Here, I have another one right here.
Found it.
You found it? Okay, well, which one should we do? Ooh, what about the black dots? Should we do black dots? You want that one, the blue one?
I already found it. It was kind of hard.
Was it kind of?
I found it.
They tore it. It's okay. You know what? I'm going to go with the black dots because that one's just
that's yours.
I think there's a lifespan to washi tape. It's awesome. But this is something the kids can obviously do. This is not using anything that's hard materials. And how often do you use your dry erase board for school?
A lot.
A lot. Like every day?
Mostly every day.
Mostly every day?
Like once a week.
Well,
maybe twice a week.
I think you're using them almost every day.
Maybe
because it's a way for the kids to interact with the teacher. They write it, they hold it up for the teacher to see, and look, it's done. You could even like rip off the edges right here. Look, and then it's sealed. So let's test these. So I went in and I bought a whole bunch of dry erase markers for the kids from Amazon. It was like a 12 pack for like $6. It was the cheapest dry erase markers. And hello. So one thing I have noticed is that on this, it works awesome. And guess what is the best eraser? Felt. Felt is one of the best erasers that is out there, and it goes off. Now, I will say that this particular board, over time, it's going to look like there's always a residue, but it's fine. You can take a little bit of water and it just comes right off. So this particular version, it will kind of do it looks like it's kind of pilling up or kind of pulling up, but wipe it clean. It comes completely clean, so you don't have residue. So
because
I think
it's not soaking in, it's just on top.
Right. This one is just a little bit different because it's plastic, and it does have that residue that kind of lasts for a little while, but a little bit of water, and I don't have any water nearby me, but I have a finger and I have spit. So now you can wipe that off. It, for the most part, comes off. I think if you got some Windex or something, it would probably come completely off, but this one does go completely clean. So these are two different versions that you can make as dry erase boards. And then the last thing, if you wanted to make this just a little bit sturdier, you could get these and just clip them to a clipboard so the kids could hold it in their hand while they're writing and it's not flimsy. Yeah. Or they can just write it on their desk. So it just depends on what they have available in their space while they're doing their virtual learning. But this is also a super awesome hack for teachers, or if just it's like a fun game. We used to do like bingo games in my classroom, and both are awesome. You can personalize both. Like we could have taken this piece of paper and put it in here and it's been personalized as well. You can do colored paper in these, which is kind of fun. So sky is the limit about what you want to do for your own personal or DIY version of a dry erase board.
Surely you can put white tape on it and it'll work just fine too.
The problem with doing tape is that would you get lines?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so as you're erasing it, would it catch?
If you get a certain type of tape.
Potentially. I mean, I guess that could be a third.
Yeah, you could do that.
So hope you enjoy our little hack. This is kind of where we are right now. This is our homeschool tip of the day because we're all doing virtual school for the foreseeable future. At least for the next 6 weeks, we will be home. And this was a lacking part. And my son was like, Mom, we gotta do this. Mom,
I need a bigger whiteboard.
I need a bigger one. Mom. So we made a bigger whiteboard. Now you have two and you can pick which one you like.
I know.
Right? All right. So thank you guys so much. I will put the supply links of where you can find these down in the information section as soon as our video is over. And don't forget to give our thumbs up and subscribe if you've not subscribed. And we will see you again later. You want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye, everybody.